Well, good morning, everyone. It is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to Market Mornings. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in that chat box, in that comment section, and let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Today's the last day that we do not have Sean with us. You'll get all the fancy graphics coming back in and all of that starting mañana again. But for today, thanks, Trip. I appreciate it. As we go through, keep in mind, everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see here today, make sure you go ahead, follow along with the various social platforms we're on. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you're following us on YouTube. Ring the bell so you get notifications of anytime we've got a video coming up or that comes out, a live stream coming out. Same thing on Facebook, Twitch. Make sure you're following on all the various platforms. And then go to the others, right? Ones that we're not streaming on because there's new content that goes on them on a regular basis. All right. Thank you, everybody, for that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Excellent. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right in. I want to start off with the futures because we've got a decent sized list to work on here today. So the S&P 500 down 21 points. The Dow down 172. NASDAQ down 70 points. The RUT down 12. Bitcoin is down 870 back to 30,000. Big move right now. Nothing on economic I'm seeing yet. So Ethereum is down 59 points. Gold is down 3. And crude back up above 120 again, folks. I know you may not be happy with it, but it's better than where we were. The highs we were dealing with this morning take us to about 121 and a quarter, 40, somewhere around there. So we're at 120 and a half right now. So we're down about 75 cents off of the highs for the day. There's still enough folks out there that are touting 140, even 147 per barrel oil. So a very good friend of mine, Steve, you'll find him on my Instagram, and we're Facebook friends together. But anyway, he put a post out the other day. He said, prices are going up. So what? Who cares? Who cares? Once it hits $10 a gallon, we're going to change the pricing structure to liters instead of gallons. And he's right. That's exactly the fear, is we're going to stop quoting it in gallons and start quoting it in quarts or liters or whatever. Then the price won't look so bad. But I got a great deal yesterday, $4.70 at Costco. Go figure. I was in the area, passed by, no line, which was great. I was in there less than 2 minutes. $4.70, and I was excited to only pay $4.70 for a gallon of fuel. So let's go ahead and take a look at some trades from yesterday. I'm going to ask all of you to drop in the trades that you did yesterday. Again, funded, not funded, doesn't matter. Break even, went against you, profitable, doesn't matter. Drop the trades in. There are others in here that go through and check all the various things that everybody is putting in there to see what was done yesterday that they could have considered taking advantage of. And if it went against you, so what, right? Now I go and look at that trade and go, I see where the problem was. This happened. Or it might not have been a problem. It might have just been this dang whipsaw market we get every once in a while where we're up and down all over the place. So from yesterday, let's see what we got. So KSS, which was Kohl's, advanced takeover talks with FRG. I was looking at a bull put spread below 44, right? So let's go over and look at KSS. Right, they had a nice gap up, and they just went just sideways. That wonderful medical term, dead, right? Just did nothing. I mean, just went sideways the whole flipping day after that move up. So I looked at it, and I wasn't crazy about the premium on the credit spread. It was okay. I was giving too much back, I felt, so I just went with the naked put. I didn't mind owning Kohl's if that's what it came down to. And if you're going to sell naked puts, you really need to be okay with the fact that you are going to have positions that are going to go against you, and you are going to have to buy, right? The credit spread helps to offset that when you don't have that concern. So I did the 44 put, which was the same strike we were talking about for the credit spreads. I just did it for the put instead. Was able to get about 70 cents for it in the morning. Towards the end of the day, it was about 45 cents. So it left a 25-cent profit in there. Yeah, 25-cent profit in there. So overall, good move, right? I'm very happy with that. So I wrote down yesterday Alan had given us a bearish trade on United Healthcare, and Trip had given us a trade on AMD. All right, so I want to go look at AMD for a second. All right, let's go at 5. Let's really bring it in there a little bit. And what you have to remember is that's not where the 8 moving average was yesterday. We'd be focused on yesterday's, before we opened, we'd want to know what the previous day's moving average was, okay? So right about there is the moving average, okay? So I'm going to bring it current now. I'm actually going to flip it around, okay? So that's where the moving average was. So look what happened. We stretched down yesterday, right? We stretched down to that 103, right? 102.86. So 103, I just round everything. We stretched down there and bounced off of that 102.86 level, that 103 area, right? The entry came in at 9:33 in the morning, and I don't know if I've still, let me see if I've got it here. AMD, okay, there we go. So here's the wick, right? This is a 5-minute candle. It stretched down, check the ones out, guys. It came down in that 103 area and bounced, right? And as it bounced, about 9:33, the $100 calls were going for $4.70, right? There we go, we're in. This line right here, 106.12, is resistance. Where did I get that from? Right here, 106.12. Notice we hit it, but I am not swinging for the fence every time and trying to hit it, because I'm going to tell you, you are, not maybe, you are going to get your head handed to you at some point for doing that. I've had it happen twice this year on Amazon, where we entered a trade, had we just taken, a day trade on it instead of trying to swing trade it, we would be $65,000 higher in our profit for this year on those 2 trades. Now, it went against us by about 35. The profit would have been 65. That's almost $100,000 difference from where we are. All right. That's how much better off we had been not trying to hit the home run. And that's what we were doing with Amazon. I was trying to hit that home run, guessing that this might be the place we get a turning point. And as soon as I did it, both times on Amazon, slap right in the face, right? As a constant reminder. We got that bounce yesterday. I came down below that 106.12 area, and you can see right here, I've got it at 105.5 was my target. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, right? We came up and hit that puppy fairly quickly. Where are we? So 9:52 is the time I have written down. That's the 9:55 candle. I just want to go back and zoom in 1-minute candles, right? So 9:52, that candle, boom, we're out. Did it go higher? Yeah. Am I ticked off about it? Heck no. 470 in, 640 out. What's that? 470 to 670, $2, $1.70. $1. Listen, I'll take the $1.70. Trip, thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. That is why I asked you to put in the trades that you did and put in trades that you're looking at, because somebody else might take advantage of that trade. On top of that, if you give it to me in a plan of what you're looking for me to do, at the end of the show today, if you give me the plan of what you're looking to do, I can reiterate yay or nay of what I see on there, and never take it personal. Don't look at it and go, oh, I want bullish and Rob wants bearish. That's what you trade it. You do you, right? I'm just showing you what I would be doing in that scenario, right? So Trip, appreciate it very much. Let's see what you guys came up with. Trip said, capture point off of the AMD trade I bought up yesterday morning. Of course, it moved down and bumped into the moving average instead of moving up for a bigger move. All right. Well, I got it. Let's see. Alan said SPY psyched. UNH, no O. Let's see. Frankie said AMD 20% on a put. See, this is what I'm talking about. Trip shows AMD, I take the trade. Frankie takes the trade. That's why you share the trades, right? Miguel, great job, my friend. 6% on SPY. Your mom was talking you up the other day on how stoked you are, what you're doing. So I'm excited. Robert said Q's 37 cents, Apple 53 cents, Baba Bull put spread 12 cents, SPX bear call 20 cents. So 37, Let's see, 53, 60, 70, 80, 90, $1.02, $1.22 yesterday, Robert. Great job. And CRWD, bull put spread still working. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Trip said he played the move down just before 11 a.m. All right. Yeah, I was in quick, Trip. I had a lot going on yesterday. So Robert said target bull put spread plus $1, 15 cents scaling out in the first 30 minutes of the day. Nice job. Frankie bought puts on AMD off the 5-minute 11:10 candle. All right. All right. Great. Oh, man, I'm loving it. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at today's candidates. Now, you'll see that I've got a decent list built out here. There's about 8, I think, for today, right? I do have them locked and loaded on Omega charts, and that's where we're going to focus is right there. So, Affirm, AFRM. We had them on our list yesterday as Apple, pay later option. We looked at a bear call spread on them, right? Which worked, by the way, for them. They got a downgrade today. And the expectation is they have an additional, you ready? 40% to the downside. 10% would be $2.40. Call it $2.50. That's an additional $10 move is what's being expected on these guys. On AFRM right now, they're down another $1 to $23.30. So we're going to look again at a bear call spread above 26. Right? Same thing we did yesterday. Right? BROS, they got a downgrade by JP Morgan. Now, newer company, and I don't have to see how far back they go. I could see the moving average for the 55 is not very long. That tells me they're not a very old company. All right. So, and they're not a U.S. company. I forgot. Netherlands or something like that is who they were from. They got a downgrade from JP Morgan. Right now, BROS is sitting at 38.33. Woo. Okay. So 38.33. We're down. We're still above this level here. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 43. Right? Let me see. Let's mark these here so I get them right and I'm not making a mistake here. I just need 3 seconds to fill this in. I didn't mark direction down this morning. I broke my own cardinal rule. As I'm prepping for the market, I take a phone call from a family member. So I figured it might be important. It wasn't, and wasted 5 or 8 minutes on the call when I could have just called them back later, which is what I should have done. So I didn't get all my things written on my sheet for my directions. All right. So CPB. CPB earnings, right? They are up 111 to 47.71, right? So buttons, let's see. All right. So they're 47, almost $48, right? 47.71. So they're right here. I have a confluence at the 47 level with the 8 moving average. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 47. All right. Now, I'm okay if you want to go with a naked put. We're going to be looking at, if we look at the naked puts right now, we're probably looking at a 45 naked put. Right now, it's sitting with a 23 delta. Because of the move up, we're going to see that drop. If we look at a dollar difference in move, right? If we look at the 20 delta yesterday, so we had a 16 delta yesterday at the 44. We're talking about the 45 is probably going to be worth about 40 cents is my guess. So I'd be looking at a naked put of the 44 strike. All right. So either the bull put spread or the 44 naked put. DocuSign. DOCU. Betty, big drop. 288. Holy mackerel, right? Takes them down $1.50, right? On their earnings. And let's see. Global partnership with Microsoft. So that has moved DocuSign up to $91, $3 in jingle today, $3.23. Let's go here. Let's actually go here. All right. So 323 puts them at 91. So we got above the $89 level, which is great. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 89. All right. Then we go to Mo. Got to go to Mo's. No, wrong Mo. Never mind. MO, which is Altira, which was Philip Morris. Change your name because of what you did in the past. Don't want anybody to associate you with that any longer. So MO, they are down $1.46 to 52.5. They got a downgrade from Morgan Stanley. So 52 to 54, that's $2.50. We are going to put in a negative 136. We really are pushing the envelope with it a little bit. So let's see. 136. Okay, now 52.5. So we're below that level. So we're looking at 52.5, 53.5. Okay, we're looking at a bear call spread above 53.5, and we do have $half increments. 53.5. Right now, I would not be doing a naked call because I won't, because of the risk. And what I mean by that is when you look at a naked put, where is your risk if the stock goes down? How far down can it go? 0. Okay, you can go to 0. When you look at a naked call, where's your risk? The stock goes up. How far up can it go? Infinite. So you have an unlimited risk for very minimal profit on a trade. Never a good idea, right? The only time that I look at naked calls is if I decide to scale into a bear call spread by selling first, let the stock drop a little bit, and then buy the call to cover it. So if I could have gotten 30 cents on a credit spread, on a bear call spread, by getting in right now, if I wait, I might get 50, 60, 70 cents. Now, don't get me wrong. I may get into that spread and I didn't make anything. I actually had to pay 10 cents to get in just for the benefit of insurance because it went the opposite direction. So it's not that it comes without risk. All right. So you got to be very careful there. Let's see. All right, folks, we've got 3 candidates left. So here is, in my opinion, one of the most important parts of what we do here. And it is that community, right? Where you are putting in the candidates that you're looking to trade. If you have a plan, any part of a plan, Apple bullish, Microsoft bearish, any kind of plan, or Apple bouncing off of the 132 level, looking for a bullish entry, or it's at a sidewinder, or it's sitting at a key level. It could go either direction, right? The door goes both ways. Whatever it is, as much detail as you can put in, and some of you have seen the detail that some do, right? Add that in there, folks. To me, this is the most important part. It's not just the candidates I have for you here today, right? The other candidates that everybody else drops in are just as important, and it gives you one last look before the market opens. All right, so then we go back to Novaks. We had them yesterday, and I don't normally keep yesterday's sheet with me. I throw it off on the side, literally throw it after I read the trades off from yesterday. But COVID drug non-mRNA, mRNA, right? The delivery system, right? Not the same as some of the other drugs we have now. They came out and said they got approved for COVID drug use, right? So they're expecting a larger number of traders. My goodness, a larger number of people to get vaccinated now because it goes back to the traditional way that vaccines were created, not with the memorization stuff that's in there and biometrics and blah blah blah. So they're up to $52 right now, just about at $4 to the upside, right? Very nice. So 51 3/4. So 43.66. That's 23. Oh yeah, we need a Fibit in there for sure. I don't know if I have it. I may have to manually enter that in. It's not 204. It might be the 68. There it is. Okay. Actually, we'll put them both. Okay. So let me bring this in a little bit closer for you to see. I'll scrunch down. Actually, I'll scrunch out. I'll pull it out, right? So right now we're sitting at 51.43. So we're up here. So we're going to look for a bull put spread below 43. Right? And look, I didn't have this line in there, but look how important this line has been. Right? If I scrunch it down a little bit so you see, right? Look at how important this line has been. And look how important this line has been. We've been there multiple times before. Rested there, rested there, rested there, big rest there, right? So very doable number. Strong resistance, as is that support, right? All right. So on NVAX, we've got it. Roku. Rumor has it that they're out there with a bid for somebody to buy them. And it might be Netflix. Someone just came on CNBC and they were talking to Joe Kernan. And he was saying, what do you think? The guy said, it's the biggest piece of hogwash I've ever heard in my 34 years or however many years of following these types of companies. He said, that's an employee wish list thing that's going on over there. He said, it doesn't fit their core product. Is that, are they really going to stream just on Roku now and not on all the other devices, or other devices not going to want them to stream because you own Roku now and so forth. So I don't know, good, bad, or indifferent. Right now, it's up $4.46. I want to go see something, though, right? Let me go and bring this chart into the real world where we look at what's going on pre-market, right? So I'm going to get all the pre-market data from this morning, right? And that's what I wanted to see. So we made a move here up as high as about 102, and right now we're at 98. We've dropped $4. We're up 4.5. We were up 8.5, almost $9 on the day, right? And we've pulled back that much, all right? We've pulled back that much. So just context, folks. That's all I'm trying to give you here is some context, right? If we're up right now to $98, that puts us right up here. We could be looking at a bull put spread below $88 on Roku. And then last one is Target, right? They were in the news yesterday because of their margins were off. They were expecting 5.3%. Now they're dropping it to 2% margin for the quarter. They are way over inventory. They were going to start getting rid of that inventory. They expect it only to be a quarterly issue, which is a really good thing for Target if it's just quarterly. They got a little bit of a bounce off of the news yesterday, but today they come out with a downgrade from Bank of America, which puts them down another $2.50. So they're at 153.5 right now, right? Which puts them right about there, right? Horizontally. So we're going to look at a bull put spread. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Bull put spread below 145, aggressive. We're still in a bearish bias, true bearish bias on true. No, hold on a second. My bad. What am I doing? Stop. We're down at 153.57. What am I looking at bull put? I'm thinking it was bullish news came out. It's bearish. It was a downgrade for Bank of America. So they're at 153.5, which puts them here. We're going to look at a bear call spread, above 159. All right. Yeah, I was just way off reading on that one for sure. All right, so let's see what you guys got on there. Yeah, a lot of kudos there, Frankie. That's good. That's good. That's good. From yesterday's trade. Trip said, looking for another AMD trade as it comes back up to the 118 line. So let's go do this. Trip, let me flip this over here to all symbols. AMD. Let's bring that one up. Let's go enter AMD here. And AMD right now is down 20 cents to 105. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that line out of there. So Trip said, comes back up to the 118 line, which is this line right here. Right. Just so you see it. It's this 106.12. All right. Looking for another AMD trade as it comes up to the 118 line. Like yesterday, hoping for a move up, but prepared for the move down. Also looking for a similar trade on Micron. All right. So Trip, I'm with you. You got that whole thing in there. If the market's bearish, we push up to the 106 and fail. Use the 103 as support. So maybe 103.5, 104 as your target, somewhere in there. Right. And just on the other side of the 106 for a stop. If we look at Micron, MU. Move. All right. They are down 70 cents, right? So let's get a bigger picture. All right. So they're down 70 cents, which puts them at $70. So we're still above this level here. So if you can get the bounce, Trip, great. If not, the break of the 68.34 retest and fail, 65 is support. I would just be cautious. You've got a lot of hesitation around 66. Right? So just something to keep your eye on as we're pushing down that level. Hope that helps. Let me know down in the comments below. Tripp's also asking for YW. Oh, never mind. You're welcome. I'm like, okay, who's YW? Mike's asking for NVIDIA. All right. Let's see. So on NVIDIA, let me pop that puppy in here. They are down 61 cents to 188.5. All right. So I like the pattern, Mike. It's definitely bearish, right? 188.5, but we're still above that 187 quarter level. I would be looking for the break, the retest, and the fail, and I would want the fail to be below 185 and 3/4. Yeah, so you got a little bit of room to get down below first. So break down, retest, and drop. Once it gets below the 185 3/4 on the retest fail, is the potential entry for NVIDIA. All right, it's one that's on my list for today, and that's my exact trading plan. Alan's saying a bullish with a retest on NVIDIA of the 187 with a target of 199 or 205.75. Yep. So Alan, same scenario. We're in a neutral bias. If we get the move up, the only reason I'm going towards bearish is, come on the S&P. Well, we've come up a little bit, I guess, but not much. We're down 18. We're down 50 on the NASDAQ, 165 on the Dow. So we've brought some back up from where we were. But if we go bullish, Alan, you're spot on with the trading plan there, right? It's exactly what I'm looking for. So good catch there on that. Andres is asking for Tesla. Lot of news out there right now, right, with Tesla. And it's more on Musk. TSLA. It's more on Musk than anything else. So listen, excuse me. Tesla is in an industry that is not going to stop slowing. It's not going to slow down. It's not going to stop its growth. It's just not. They're the leader in that industry. I see it to be a decade at least. If anybody were, I don't think they will, but if anybody were to overtake them, it's at least a decade to happen. At least. Or every other EV manufacturer just joins forces together to stomp out Tesla, which isn't going to happen. Government won't allow it, right? So based on that, I think Tesla is a very strong company. Are they strong today? Are there reasons for the market and them going down? Of course. But bottom line, they're phenomenal at what they do. So long term, these guys are awesome. They're one that's I've been waiting for the pullbacks. I'm not ready to buy yet, but one that will be added to my portfolio yet again, right? Because I've had them before. So with that said, 720 we're at right now, even on Tesla. So we're still below, Andres, that 723.5 level. So I'd be cautious on being bullish. You only have room up to 746, but it would have to get above 723 to get there. That's still $22 move to the upside. This would become a pivot point trade without a doubt. Pivots is where I would take a Tesla. All right, TSLA. Let's see. Do we have enough room? Oh, do we have room? 720 up to 727 for the R1, R2. Yes, I like it. And if you get the break to the downside, 720 down to 709. You got 11-point move to the downside. Yes, I like it a lot. All right. Good luck with that, Andres. Let me know if that helped down below. John said SPY. Let me bring it back. Let's do it right here. SPY, since I had that there, and I'm going to want that there anyway. They're down $2 right now to 413 3/4, right? 413.70, right? Okay, so 413.70. You can see it right there. So if we go back and look at a daily chart, everything comes back to daily, folks. You should always be going back to your daily to make the big decisions, okay? So yesterday, we got into this dreaded box of neutrality, or I drew it out yesterday. Right? This blue horizontal sideways yuck that we've been stuck in now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Right? Today we're down to 413. Well, guess what? It still keeps us inside the box. So I would definitely be looking at, well, let me see what your plan is there, John, right? So 413.93 long off of the negative 136 fib or daily pivot, which are close to each other. Could also be a short off the same level to targeting the daily 8 EMA. Absolutely. If you can get the move up, great. I'd like to see the breakout of that 417. The downside seems to have more prevalence because of that rectangle. The rectangle is causing resistance. Whether you look at that or not, whether you look at the dreaded box of neutrality, which is my phraseology for it, right? Whether you look at that or not has everything in the world to do with what you see. But even if you don't look at it, you see it. You just don't know you see it. I see it, but I don't know I see it. Yes, you see it. It's there. You just aren't aware that it's there. But psychologically, here, your mind sees it. You're just not sure what you're seeing. But something is, the grill looks hot. So I don't think I'm going to touch it right now. You think it. You're not seeing flames, but the grill might be hot. You don't see it anymore because the gas is off, right? But your brain is telling you this might be hot, right? Same thing. This might be hot is what we're seeing there. All right. So that works, John. Let's see. Yeah, thanks. Said Musk is liking his Twitter to bait a few people. Yeah, well, that's pretty much a Musk thing, right? It is just that. So without a doubt, that is Elon Musk. So guys, coming up Friday, I keep thinking today is Thursday. Coming up Friday is when you look at the Trading Coaches Playbook, which is coming up this Friday, guys. Ryan Litchfield is the one that's teaching that on Friday. Okay. And you need to understand something. Ryan doesn't do a lot of teaching. Actually, all he does for us right now is every couple of weeks, he's on Trading Coaches Playbook, right? Because he's very busy with some of the other things he's got going on in life. Important stuff like grandkids. Okay. Very important stuff. But you have to understand who Ryan is. Ryan is one of the best traders out there that you will ever meet. From a methodical standpoint, he doesn't leave any stone unturned, ever. Tripp has been in multiple of his classes, as so many others of you have, right? And when he teaches, I tell him every time he gets up there, Ryan, you're teaching too much. Thumb it down. Ryan teaches up here. I could only wish to learn just the things that he has forgotten in the market, right? He's the only person to have written any new content about candlestick charting in the last 20 plus years. He's the only one to have written anything new about it, right? And it was so good, Gregory Morris asked him to co-author his second book of it, which already was a success, a huge success, right? Ryan is the only one. There's about 100 pages Ryan wrote in that book. So guys, I dropped the link in there. Go ahead and check that out. Go over to tradinglikeaboss.com. You'll find it right on there if you want as well, which is always a real easy one to get to. There's just tons of great stuff up there, including Tony's patterns today, Fibonacci's, all of that is here, right? And we're actually getting ready to add a third level in here of more free trainings that we've got to offer. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, everybody. I will see you at our next one. All right, bye for now.